Kenneth, this is your subconscious speaking. Eye. Light enters through the eye first in this transparent layer called the cornea. Then that cornea is connected to a white substance called the sclera. Afterwards, it'll hit the pupil, which is surrounded by the iris. Then afterwards, it'll enter through the lens. Now, the lens is not here, but imagine the lens there. And that lens is also connected to the ciliary body, which makes up the choroid layer. After it hits that, it'll hit the posterior cavity. And the posterior cavity is made up at the end called the retina layer. One is called, the superficial is called the pigmented layer, and the neural layer. Now the axons on the neural layer make up this branch, which is also called the optic nerve. What I want to point out here is, remember I told you that this is called the posterior cavity? This is called the anterior cavity. Now, the anterior cavity can be divided into two parts. First is called the anterior chamber, which is filled with squamous, no, not squamous, I apologize, the aqueous humor, and the posterior chamber, which is also filled with aqueous humor, which has the lens as well. And that, my friends, is called how light enters through the ear. How do you feel about that tutorial?